kindergarten. It's me, Miss Belts. Today is Tuesday, April 13th, 2021. Today we will look at different 3D solids. We will look at different pictures of 3D solids and name the different solids. And it's important to be able to identify a 3D solid by its name. So let's get started. Here is our vocabulary for today. So we've seen this word a bunch now, but it's still a really important word, which is why I keep putting it in here. So the first word we have is 3D solids. Remember, a 3D solid is a shape that's made of other 2D shapes, and it can stand up. The next one we have is a cube. And remember, a cube is made up of, that's right, squares. So it's made up of lots of different squares, and it can stand up. The next one we have is cylinder. A cylinder has a circle on the top, a circle on the bottom, and it has a curved surface. The next one we have is cone. So it has a circle on the top and a point at the bottom, or if you turn it this way, it has a circle on the bottom and a point at the top, but it still can stand up. The last one we have is a sphere, and remember, it is just a really big curved surface. So here are all my pictures again. We had these same pictures yesterday. I promise we're doing something different though. So again, I want you to look at these. What do you notice about these shapes? So turn and talk to one of your neighbors. What do you notice about this shape? And be ready to tell me what you notice. 30 seconds, go. Okay, come back to me in 3, 2, 1. Eyes and ears on me. Somebody tell me, what's something that you notice? Oh, I like that one. So somebody said that there's a whole bunch of blue shapes. And you know what? You're right. I didn't clarify. I want to know what you noticed that it's about math. So remember, they can be by color or they could be by size. But I want to know what you notice about them for math. So what's something that you notice for math? Ooh, I heard somebody say a really important vocabulary word. Somebody said they're all 3D, so they all can stand up. I love it. And I heard lots of other good ones too. So let's look at what we're going to do today. Today, we are going to sort all of our 3D shapes into 2 groups. So yesterday, we sorted them into 4 groups. We had a cube, a cylinder, a cone, and a sphere. Today, though, I want to just sort them into 2 groups. And I'm going to actually sort them, but I want to see if you can figure out how I sort them. You think you're up for the task? I know you are, because you're super duper smart. So let's get started. Let's look at our first shape. So the first one we have is this. That's right, it's a cube. And it's the first one, so I'm going to put it over here in group 1. The next one I have is the cylinder. And it doesn't look like the cube, so I'm going to put it over here in group 2. Okay. Now I have my cone. Do you think I'm going to put the cone with group 1 or group 2? Turn and talk to somebody. Why do you think it would go in group 1 or why do you think it would go in group 2? Turn and talk. All right, come back to me in 3, 2, 1. Eyes and ears on me. Let's see if you were right. I'm going to put it in group 2. All right, let's look at our next one. I have a sphere. Do you think the sphere is going to go with group 1 or group 2? Keep it in your head. Let's see if you got it right. Group 2. Group 1's looking a little lonely over there. All right, what about our dice? Is the dice going to go in group 1 or group 2? Put it with group 1. What about the pencil? Group 1 or group 2? Group number 2. What about the ice cream cone? Group 1 or group 2? I'm going to put it in my belly. Just kidding. I had to put it in a group. Should it go in group 1 or group 2? I'm going to put it in group... Where do you think it's going to go? 1 or 2? Show me with your fingers. 1 or 2? Is it going to go in group 1 or group 2? Oh, I saw a lot of 2s. You are so smart. All right, what about the earth? Is it going to go in group 1 or group 2? Show me with your fingers. Were you holding up 2 fingers? I hope you were. All right, what about this can? Is the can going to go in group 1 or group 2? Ooh, group 2 is getting pretty busy. All right. What about this ice cube? Is it going to go in group 1 or group 2? Let's see if you're right. I put it in group 1. What about the basketball? Group 1 or group 2? Oh, it's going in group 2. And then what about our party hat? Is it going to go in group 1 or group 2? Did you say group 2? All right, so let's look at them. Group 1 has 1, 2, 3 of my shapes. Group 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shapes. Which one has more shapes, group 1 or group 2? Yeah, group 2 has more. But why did I group them this way? Turn and talk to somebody. Why did I put all the cubes over here and everything else over here? Turn and talk to somebody. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Okay, come back to me in 3, 2, 1. Eyes and ears on me. So why do you think I grouped them this way? I have group 1 and I have group 2. Why did I group them this way? Somebody tell me. Oh, I didn't think about that. Somebody said I grouped it by cubes and not cubes. And you know what? That's actually right. But that's not what I was thinking. You want to know what I was thinking? I bet some of you have already said it too. Actually, I know I at least heard one person say it. Group 1 is made up of squares. So group 1 has all of these squares, and I can see the squares. So if group 1 is made of squares, what does that mean group 2 is made of? Group 2, oh, and it has straight edges. So all these edges are straight. Group 2 is made of circles. Does it have straight edges? Nope, it has curved surfaces. So group 1 was made of squares and had straight edges. Group 2 was made of circles. I can see a circle in every single one of them. And it has curved surfaces. So, if you remember, we had this anchor chart from last week. And we filled it all out. So, we knew the cube had 6 faces, 12 edges, 8 vertices. It looks like a dice. And I added another column this week. This week I have 2D shapes that make up the 3D shape. So a cube is made up of squares. A cylinder has 2 faces, 0 edges, 0 vertices, and it looks like a can. Excuse me. And it's made up of circles. Where are the circles at? Well, it depends on how it looks, but usually at the top or the bottom, or if it's laying on its side, then it'll be over here and over here. The cone has 1 face, 0 edges, and 1 vertice, and it looks like a party hat. And again, it's made up of circles. So I see the circle right there. The last one is our sphere, and it has 0 faces, 0 edges, and 0 vertices. It looks like a soccer ball or any other kind of ball. And it's made up of circles. So this one's a little bit harder, but you can kind of see right here in the middle. If I was to take a ball and cut it in half, and I look at it, I would be able to see 2 circles. So it's made up of circles as well. So let's review what we talked about today. Today we looked at 3D solids, and we grouped them into 2 groups. What were our 2 groups? Group 1 was made up of squares and straight side or edges, and group 2 was made up of circles and curved surfaces. And we did it because it's important to be able to identify a 3D solid by its name. Now it's going to be your turn. So on here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different questions. So the first one has group 1. So I have a cone and I have a sphere. I want you to circle which one of these shapes should go with this one. Should the cylinder, or this is called a rectangular prism, but it's kind of like a cube. Which one should go with group 1? And then the same thing for group 2. Group 2 has these 2 shapes, and I want you to circle which one of these goes with it. Then you have these 3 down here. I have these beautiful toys, but you know what? They're missing one of their faces, and I need you to help me put it back together. So, should this toy have a square or a circle to finish out the face? You're going to circle which one it is. Should the drum have a circle or a square to finish off the top? And should this box have a square or a circle? So you're going to circle whichever one would actually finish this toy. If you have any questions, make sure you ask your teacher and make sure you turn it into Google Classroom, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.